Hello, my precious angels. I feel like I have not talked or seen or heard from y'all in so long. But I wanted to give you, sorry, my hair is just not working today. But I wanted to give you a few updates on what the next couple of weeks are going to look like because a couple of things have changed. Okay. So before this, any work that you had been doing, I could only put that in if it was going to help bring you up. I couldn't put it in as a regular grade or anything like that. So nothing was new. It was just grades being put in to help raise your grade. Okay. So if you did it, you could see maybe that like your grade raised a little bit, or you went from a high B to a low A, things like that. Now what they are allowing us to do is to make these actual assignments in the grade book. So what I'm going to be assigning next week, every new thing is going to have its own assignment in the grade book. Okay. So you're going to see that. Now, here's the thing. If you do not do it, it cannot count against you. And I know what you're all thinking, then why the heck am I going to do any of this? I would say that it is so beneficial for you to do this because regardless, you're going to have to take English next year and the next year and the next year. Okay? And all of this time that we're missing together, you're missing skills. Okay? And that's something I don't want you to lose. Now, I'm never going to assign you anything that is just silly and busy, and I'm only going to assign you things that I think are actually going to be beneficial to you. Okay? So it is to your benefit to do these assignments. Okay? Some of you have done all of them and you are a rock star and you have done amazing work. Some of you have done a few, and I'm really proud of you. Some of you haven't done any, and you may have some extenuating circumstances at home right now that you aren't able to do it. And I'm not upset or mad at any of you, whether you're doing the work or not, but I want to let you know that you're doing this for a purpose, not just to keep you busy, not just because we're not in school. There actually is a purpose behind you doing all of this. The next thing that is really big and really fun, we actually get to do new stuff now. So before we could only do like test prep. And I know how we all feel about test prep. Y'all know how I feel about test prep. And so we were only able to do things that we'd already done before. So that means, we were able to do a common lit. We're able to do no red ink. We're able to do some writing stuff, but we weren't able to read anything new. And, we'd already finished the Odyssey. So there was really nothing that we could do. But this next week, I'm so excited because we're going to start working with Shakespeare and we're going to start working with Romeo and Juliet, which was supposed to be our next text. Okay. I don't want you to be scared. Everything that I assign is going to have very, very extreme direction so that you understand what you're doing. So next week, we're going to do kind of an introduction to Shakespeare and an introduction to Romeo and Juliet. And we're going to talk about that before we do anything on our Zoom call on Monday. So I'm going to talk to y'all on Monday and let you ask me some questions so that you'll be able to do everything really well. Okay. I miss each of you so very much. I know some of you are missing sports. And I know some of you are missing, activities that you only get to do in the spring. And I know a lot of you are missing friends, and a lot of you are just missing the environment of being at school. And I know for a fact that I am too. And I just want you to know that I have just been thinking about each and every single one of you with all the things that we may not be doing together. But I will tell you this, whenever we go back, we are going to have a blast. Okay, if you're my first vlog, you can stop watching. You're done. My second and fourth vlog, I have just a little bit of more information for you. So we had talked from the beginning of the year about a thing called a time capsule. And that is something that I think is so important for y'all to be able to just kind of remember what life was like in 2020 of your freshman year. And so your assignment that I want you to be working on for this next week, and I'm going to figure out some way that we can get this together, regardless of if we go back to school or not. Fingers crossed that we do, but if we don't, I'm going to still make a time capsule for y'all. This week, I want you to work on getting letters that you can't read yet. Make sure that they seal them, but letters from your parents and from your siblings. okay? They can be handwritten, they can be typed, but make sure that it's something that maybe would encourage a senior you, or it's memories of who you are right now, or wishes that they hope for you by the time that you finish high school. But remember, you can't read them. These are supposed to be special and important. Another thing that I want you to start doing, I want you to start gathering pictures and things just from this school year. That will help you remember, who you were when you were a freshman. And lastly, I want you to write down, make a little playlist. Make a playlist on your Spotify. Make a playlist on your Apple Play. Write down on a piece of paper your top 10 songs of your freshman year. Okay? We'll talk about this more in our Zoom call, but I'm super excited to get to see your faces on Monday. I love each of you very, very much. If you need absolutely anything, please let me know. Okay, kisses, hugs, all the love.